Alright. What's up, good people? It's A here, and we got this video here where the goal is to create a one tap team for Azami's dungeon here. And yeah, that's pretty much the goal here. I believe I may have talked about it, or I may have thought of talking about doing something like this for Azami's dungeon. All right. And she's currently sitting at 22 for Shadow here. And this is pretty much what we're working with here, right? So she's going to be the main damage dealer. Now, I went with this version of Azami instead of her normal style is because the amount of damage this version actually does. In particular, I'm referring to this pedal fall skill, right, which does up to 25 times the amount of damage, assuming nobody else hits the enemy, right? So this is going to be interesting here. Other people we have in the team, we have Curio, who's here for setting pain, right? Because to my knowledge, I'd have to actually look at the skills of every pain setter in the game that ignores resistance, but to my knowledge, I want to say Curio is one of the only ones. Actually, that's a lie. I want to say Brel is also a pain setter who doesn't hit the enemy at all. Last I checked, I might be wrong. Watch somebody like fact check me on that. But like Isaiah, you should know this. Oh man. But yeah, I want to say Curio, Brel, and is there any other ones? Surge, he actually hits the enemy. I believe it's a slash attack, so that wouldn't work. Sukiya, obviously, Sukiya ES is another one. She just sets pain by just being in the party. Who else is there? Does Radius? I want to say Radius. Actually, let's take a look here. Let's see here. Rage. Okay, so Radius can set pain with that absorb blood skill. All right, funny because I'm looking dead at her, and I'm who else? But we're gonna use Radius to be a tank, actually, and that's so that if for some odd reason the enemy or the boss acts before a zombie does, because that's a delayed skill, her pedal fall skill, you know, Radius can actually tank the hit. So yeah, I'm trying to think pain setters. Who else we got? That doesn't like hit the enemy at all. Brel, I believe, is one. Curio obviously is one. Radius would also work. I think everyone else hits the enemy. Yeah, I want to say everyone else. Okay, that's weird, but I want to say everyone else hits the enemy. Cyrus would hit the enemy. Suzette hits the enemy. And I'm thinking about those who like avoid or who ignore resistance. Key thing there. Felmina, actually, let's see here, because she just popped up in my head as someone who could actually possibly set pain. Let's see. Nope, never mind. Slash attack hits the enemy. Never mind. Man. So there's really not that many that don't hit the enemy, unfortunately, because that's what you would need in order for something like this to work. Who else do we have that would set pain and ignore resistance? I feel like I'm forgetting someone, actually. But again, it's the main thing is just not hitting the enemy. So we're stuck between Radius, who we're going to be using, Curio, Brel, who I'm pretty sure he does like set pain and ignore resistance. In fact, I have the guy. Let me actually see here, because I could be talking a bunch of nonsense and not even know. But I used him in the LeBlanc fight, and he was very, very helpful. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. So he inflicts pain and ignores resistance. So, yeah, I knew it. So Brel is one that could be used. All right. Tsukiya could also work as well. You know what I mean? So there's that. So I'm just letting you all know, like, this is my thought process when making teams or making these test teams that, you know, in this case, I have no idea if this is actually going to work. I'm pretty sure it is, but, you know, you never really know. Claude is here to set zone. All right, because he has a skill that allows him to set zone. Right? And he's going to be setting the slash zone. Other characters that would work, at least in this particular case, that I can think of, would be someone like Seven. Actually, no, never mind. Seven wouldn't work. Actually, wait, maybe he would. Hold on. So I believe when Seven sets zone, he actually hits the enemy. I could be wrong about that. Where you at, Seven? Let's see. No. I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, so here we go. The monsoon, you know, it's a wind type attack and it deploys the wind zone, which is not what we're looking for. We need to not hit the enemy. So never mind. Seven wouldn't work in this case. But I know who would. So Claude would work, obviously, but so would our axe user, Suzette here. Using his skill here, it deploys wind zone and gives barrier. Now, we don't really need the barrier, but we do need that wind zone. So, all right. And it's just to boost the damage that Azami would do. Obviously, Radius is here to just tank. Curio, if you guys don't have him maxed out, I would highly recommend maxing him out. This would definitely come in handy because of what he can hold. I mean, look at his personalities here. Sweet Tooth, IDA School, Katana, Bookworm, Lost Lab, and Power to Rule. So if we go and look at Azami here, Eastern, Sweet Tooth, Katana. So Curio can actually hold the almighty power Sweet Tooth for Azami. So currently his Grasta setup is HP, all right, Sweet Tooth, Katana, you know, Power of Gale Katana, right, to boost Azami, and then his Enhance, which of course there is no Lost Lab character in this party other than Curio. So that's the team. Clark is just there to prevent us from getting into a bunch of fights. So we're actually going to move Azami to the front. We're going to keep the tank in the back. And actually, we'll move the king to the front. To the front. Actually, we'll keep Azami in the front. How about that? There we go. And we're going to go ahead and run this dungeon here. All right, let's go to... Actually, no, it's present. Earlier. There we go. So we got 4 keys. All right. I'll use one for this here for Azami. And then I'll continue grinding for Garyu, which is coming along just fine. All right. I should be done with him by the end of next month. If my math is right. Based on how much he has now. Let me actually lower this mic. There we go. Whew, man. Other than that, let's see here. We're going to take on this boss right here.
I will not lose another.
Okay, we need this here. Epiphany, what does that do again? Okay. And that's right, we need him to set the zone. Okay, I just forgot what Epiphany did. And then this skill here. Alright, let's see here. Oh, man. I don't know what that just did, but Radius. I believe Radius or Pry would have worked just fine. I don't need to go here. I want to fight some enemies. But it's crazy to think that there's only 2 characters that tank the way they do in the game, Pry and Radius. So, oh boy.
Stand strong. There's no need to fear.
Again, one tap.
You die.
Nice. That's a lot of damage. Wow.
Easy.
Oh, that's right. Didn't even show the Grasta setup for Azami. So, sorry for that. I'll be sure to show that when I get through here. And I'm not really getting those bones because I don't really need them. I don't think the the guy that sits outside of Nagsham,
Stand strong.
or
There's no need
Nagsham,
to
however
fear.
you pronounce that, actually has anything to offer me. So, still a one-click team, or one-tap team.
Die.
Here we go.
I don't extinguish that easy.
So, let's go ahead and get out of here. And what's over here? And who's over here? And it took forever to get over here. Who is this? Or Suzaku. We'll go. We'll take on. Actually, no. We'll take on this guy over here because I believe he has attack fragments. Let's see. Crystal of attack. Yeah, he definitely has some attack fragments. So. If I had Tsukiya setting pain, I would just actually no, that wouldn't work. That would be a 2-turn kill. The thought was just awakening the zone, and I'm thinking I can just bring Tsukiya in for Curio. I'd have to look at Curio, like when he VCs in, does he? Ooh, nice. When he VCs in, I'm not sure if he awakens the zone. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I know his Lunatic does. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like he does. Unless, I mean, the attack would actually drop the amount of damage Azami does. Anyway, her Grasta include Power of Pain, here with MP consumption, Power of Pain with Bullseye, then Power of Pain with Crit. This crit shouldn't even be used. This should have been like Bullseye or Adversity or something like that. But, you know, it is what it is. So, there we go. There's the one-click team for Azami. All right. Like I said, I mean, I can easily replace, say, Claude with Suzette, who can set that win zone. And that could work just fine. Really. So, there you have it. Do what you will with this team. And, yeah, I'm going to get out of here, and I will talk to you all later.